Hey Guardians, Jaywalking here, welcome back. If you're looking to solo the Hollowed Lair Nightfall but don't have the pinnacle weapons to do it, this video is for you. Timestamps are shown on screen and are in the video description if you would like to skip ahead. If you should find this video useful, please drop a like and subscribe. Remember to click the bell for more content. You should also come check me out on Twitch and follow me on Twitter for more jaywalking shenanigans. Now, a disclaimer. While some people may say this video is indeed a flex, #humblebrag, it's really to show that you can absolutely solo this Nightfall even if you don't have the pinnacle weapons recommended in my other how-to videos. I'm also not saying you have to use the weapons shown in this video. However, I will recommend damage-dealing perks like Rampage, Kill Clip, Multi-Kill Clip, or Swashbuckler. I want this Nightfall and its loot, and let's be honest, you're here for the loot, that God-rolled Mindbender's Ambition shotgun, to be accessible to any Guardian with enough time, patience, and determination to learn the mechanics and master the strike. I also want this video to stand the test of time, so it will not rely on artifact mods or seasonal mods. I'll walk through each encounter step by step with commentary and explanation of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and why you should do it too, so that you can clear this strike as quickly as possible. Using blue weapons did prolong the time it took for me to beat the strike. With better weapons, I routinely clear the strike in 18 to 19 minutes. Using good weapons with good perks, along with some practice and determination, you should be able to get your runs under 30 minutes, if not 20 minutes once you're experienced. However, it's important you use weapons that you're comfortable with and are good at using. So take a look at your vault and or your collections tab, and pick your favorites with the best rolls you've got. You're going to want weapons that will help you mow through tons of adds relatively quickly, and a weapon that can do big chunk damage to beefy targets. I was used to using 2 grenade launchers and an SMG to solo this thing, so I looked through my collections for something comparable. I came out with 2 grenade launchers and a sidearm with Rampage. Those damage dealing perks I mentioned before, they'll go a long way towards your ability to hang in large groups of adds, of which there are many in this strike. Also, I picked up a sidearm because both their target acquisition and PvE damage got buffed in Season of the Dawn, so I wanted to see how this one handled, and it worked beautifully. Now, the loot. The Mindbender's Ambition shotgun, and yes, I know that weapons are being sunset, but this one will still be viable in many activities. It's still one of the best shotguns in the game, even at the making of this video in Season of the Worthy. The roll shown on screen is the curated roll, which is viable again thanks to opening shot. I also have a quick draw snapshot roll, which took upwards of 100 runs to get. I will be using Warlock, but if you'd rather use Hunter or Titan, check out the respective how-to videos I made for each class listed in the video description. The mechanics of each encounter are basically the same no matter which class you use. Today we're going to be using Bottom Tree Voidwalker, Attunement of Hunger. I value survivability when doing solo PvE runs, and this subclass was built for it. The key feature is of course Devour, which you can proc multiple ways. Eating your grenade, getting a charged melee kill, or getting a kill with Nova Bomb. This will restore your health, and start a 10-second timer. Any kills you get while this timer is active will restore your health and restart the timer, so you can keep it up indefinitely as long as you're getting kills. We're going to pair this with Nezarec Sin, an exotic helmet that restores ability energy on any void kill. This will synergize with void damage kills, allowing us to have our abilities up more often than not, which will also allow us to have Devour up more often than not. I'll be using the Roderick C sidearm with Rampage, the Harsh Language grenade launcher with concussion grenades, and the Plimusa B grenade launcher with autoloading holster. It's important that you run weapon perks on your armor that synergize with the weapons you're using. Slot perks as you see fit. It would also be a good idea to run a Void Affinity class item, where you can slot Better Already and Absolution for health and ability regen on orb pickup. If you have masterworked weapons, use those to generate more orbs of light. Great, let's get into it. I prefer to use my Sparrow to navigate this first section, and if you go the way I'm showing, you'll usually have less enemies to contend with. However, do take care when using your Sparrow, because it doesn't take very much damage at all to blow it up, and you along with it. You can see I got lucky this run, and a blueberry had cleared the initial wave of adds for me. The next thing you'll notice is that I am a goober and forgot to record my initial speed run through this section with blue weapons, so you'll see me running with the Recluse. Never fear, I realized my mistake, and when I got to Quitter's Well Arena, you'll see a cut where I am now equipped with the blue weapons mentioned earlier. You're going to see me sliding around a lot in this strike, and while, yes, it's a fantastic way to look cool and impress your friends, it also shrinks your hitbox and temporarily takes you off radar, making you harder to hit by those pesky Scorn. Sliding at the right time and right place will quite literally save your life, and it's something I recommend you practicing if you're not yet comfortable with it. It's worth noting that you can fight your way through this section for super energy and ammo drops, but I assume you're like me and just want to get on with things, so I'm showing you how I speed through it instead. And voila, blue weapons. I prefer to tackle this section from right to left, taking out these two Scorn first, then focusing on the Scorn Chieftain to the left. These Chieftains pack quite a punch and will be a thorn in your side throughout this strike, so it's a good idea to take them out as soon as you can. Once that's done, two Scorn snipers will spawn on either side of the arena. There will also be yellow explosive barrels you can detonate by shooting them, but be careful because while they will damage or potentially kill the snipers, they can also kill you. Now we drop the Counterweight, eat your grenade to proc Devour, and the first wave of ads will spawn in. Your first order of business is to take out the Scorn Chieftain that spawns to the right, then take cover in the alcove to the left of the arena. This alcove will be your home away from home, while dealing with the ads and Scorn Walker. You'll notice I then fixate on these ads to the right. It's not necessary to kill them, but if you lose track of where you are, they will flank you dead in a hot second. Now we DPS the Walker. Take out some more ads, then drop a grenade and Nova Bomb before retreating back to safety. Next, when I show Listen on the screen, pay attention to the sound from the Walker. That sound lets you know the Walker is about to fire a literal ton of rockets at you, so be mindful and take cover as appropriate. But one thing you should know. When the Walker recovers, it emits a pulse wave that knocks you back. And you can totally blow yourself up on the shield, as I did here. So, be careful, huh? From here, it's back home, drop a rift, prepare for the incoming Scorn Ravagers who will swarm you. Kill the first one with a charged melee to proc Devour, then clean up the rest. If you're a goober like me, fixate on the flanking ads for way too long, then get back to the Walker. DPS, kill ads, rinse, repeat. There's that sound again. Take cover. I shot this torch for 2 reasons. Sheer boredom, and because I didn't want an enemy to blow it up and cause extra damage to me, so yeah, I blew it up for reasons. This is a friendly reminder to pay attention. I totally thought I had killed the walker and stood there like an idiot, nearly getting killed and popping an oh shit devour grenade before realizing my mistake and finishing the job. I then make a perhaps foolish decision to slide out for ammo, which could have gotten me killed, but hey, wouldn't you know, some fancy sliding saved my ass once again. Still with me? Congratulations! You have now destroyed a big-ass Scorn walker and eradicated a ton of Scorn along with it. Continue through the next section, taking special care against the torch-bearing wraiths, as they're both bullet sponges and quite aggressive. Now, the real fun begins. What do we have here? More adds, and this time 2 Scorn chieftains, 1 on each side, as well as a couple of Scorn snipers to boot. Eat that grenade and get to work. Use the terrain for cover as much as you can. Be careful if you decide to YOLO, because it's terribly easy to get gunned down. This is where patience and strategy will pay off. Take out the arc-shielded chieftain to the left first, then the sniper behind him. After that, focus on the solar-shielded chieftain to the right, then clean up the remaining adds. Being mindful there may still be a sniper roaming about. Oh yeah, these annoying things. All of the chieftains can spawn various things like this. Destroy them as soon as they pop up. Don't say I didn't warn you. Arc chieftains spawn ether binds, which act as a tether. Solar chieftains spawn ether torches, like the one you just saw. And void chieftains spawn ether shields, which shield Scorn in the same way a servitor would shield the fallen. Once that's done, check the room for ammo and orbs of light, then get to the counterweight that was to your left when you first entered the room. Step on the plate, eat another grenade, and kill as many Scorn as you can as they spawn in. Notice there will first be a glow of light, followed by shafts of light before they actually spawn. Don't shoot too early. Once the shafts of light appear, the enemies themselves are dropping in and are vulnerable. Once this first wave spawns, jump off the plate, keeping an eye on your Devour buff, and clear the room. If you stay on the plate until it reaches the bottom, you will spawn a second wave of adds, complete with 2 more chieftains, and will run the risk of getting overrun quickly. Jump back on the plate, drop it completely, eat another grenade, then drop a Nova Bomb on this cluster right here to quickly take out the chieftains. As you can see from the screen, sometimes the chieftains will survive, so pay attention and take them out as soon as possible. If you get overwhelmed, as I did, don't be afraid to grab a melee kill or eat another grenade to restore your health. Now, head to the right counterweight, and destroy this yellow barrel if it's still there for you, as this is going to become a strategic position for your Warlock as you finish this encounter. Get on the counterweight, eat another grenade, and proceed to kill the first wave of adds just as you did with the first counterweight. Remember to jump off the plate before it finishes so that you don't spawn too many adds at once. After the first wave is dead, finish dropping the counterweight and prepare for the Vengeful Hand fight to begin. Remember this position? This is a safe position, temporarily. Get the attention of the adds as they spawn, then retreat to said position and drop a rift. Melee the first Scorn that comes in to proc Devour, then go ham on the rest that charge you. At this point, you want to make sure the Vengeful Hand is coming down the middle of the room. I can't stress this enough. You want to sort of manage his positioning throughout this fight in order for it to work out properly. Once he's closer to you, work your way around the side of this construct and out through the middle of the room, remembering to slide often and clear out the remaining adds. Now you take up position here and DPS the boss until it spawns the next wave of adds. Once they start spawning, retreat to your safe zone and prepare to do it all over again. Only beware, this time an arc shielded chieftain will spawn too, and you'll need to take him out quickly. Drop a rift, proc Devour, go ham. If your rift isn't up yet, like mine here, you'll have to make sure you keep moving and killing to get it back up. Some fancy footwork and good shooting should keep you alive until it's time to proc Devour and drop a rift. You could also wait to advance the DPS phase until your abilities have recharged. Like before, work your way around the room and DPS the boss. But remember to save your grenade in case you need to eat it, as well as saving some heavy ammo for the next chieftain that spawns. The goal now, like before, is to DPS the boss until it spawns the next and final wave of adds, this time with a void shielded chieftain. Take him out, kill the adds, and finish the boss. Congratulations, you've done it! Collect any ammo or orbs of light you can find, and then head toward the final boss. You can fight your way through this section, but we've already wasted enough time, right? So I'm showing you how to speedrun through this area. It can be tricky, jumping on the moving platforms if you're not comfortable with your jumping, but take your time and you'll be fine. You will take fire the closer you get, and as you vault over the platform, so bunny hop, jump, slide, eat a grenade, do whatever you have to do to stay alive. Rush the Fanatic, jump up and over the rails to the top set of stairs. From here, you can either proceed directly to the final boss fight, or do what I did, and kill adds for super energy and ammo. I've sped up this section for the sake of time. Now I'll show you a bit of a shortcut through this room. Run up to the first platform, turn around, and jump straight up. This will skip all the ridiculous platforming of this room and send you to the final fight. This fight is all about managing the waves of adds that spawn. Like the Vengeful hand fight, waves will spawn once you've damaged the boss to a certain amount of HP. The first wave spawns on the right. Come. Drop a Nova Bomb on the boss to start, then take cover, drop a Rift, and proc Devour either with a grenade or a melee kill. And get busy killing adds. The Fanatic will spawn massive pools of arc energy, but they're easy enough to see and avoid. Simply jump over them or out of them if you find yourself in trouble, reposition, take a breath, and keep going. If the Fanatic is annoying you with his arc spear, DPS him until he goes immune and teleports to safety. This will free you up to deal with the remaining adds. Once they're dead, take up position in the start of the room as shown and wait for the adds to spawn. Eat a grenade, then get busy. The trick here is to continue jumping over the entire group back and forth while you rain down on them from above. Once you've killed the adds, or when there's one or two left, the second wave will spawn. Refresh your Devour if needed, and do it again. Only this time, watch out for a Solar Shielded Chieftain towards the back. Kill him quickly, then deal with the rest of the adds. The Fanatic will re-emerge to the arena. Grab any ammo you need, reload your guns, and prepare for the next phase. DPS him until he goes immune, then take cover. He will then tether you when you'll be teleported into the air and drawn towards him. You want to break his shield before you actually reach him, otherwise he will unleash a devastating stomp attack that can hurl you into the wall and kill you. It's worth noting that sometimes he will tether you behind some of the machinery in the ceiling. Be careful if this happens because you can totally blow yourself up on it. Once his shield is broken, hit him once or twice, but only once or twice, to spawn the next wave of adds, which will spawn on the left. Eat a grenade, then begin dealing with the adds. It's very important on this side of the room to keep moving because you're an easy target for the Fanatic, and he will begin spawning arc pools underneath you as you fight. Keep killing adds to keep your health refreshed, then move back to the other side of the room. Once all the adds are dead, DPS the Fanatic until he goes immune and tethers you. Once more, pop his shield, damage him, then the next wave of adds will spawn to the right. Proc Devour however you can and get busy killing adds. Once the adds are dead, DPS the Fanatic until he teleports away. Then take up position again in the front of the room and prepare for the waves of adds. This time, there will be 3 waves of adds. The first 2 waves will be adds as normal with no chieftains to worry about. Once the 3rd wave spawns, a Scorn abomination will spawn with them, so your strategy will be to move to the right side of the room to draw all the enemies into a kill box of sorts. Keep your Devour procced, be patient, and mow them down as they push until they're all dead. Then move carefully back out and take care of the abomination. You're almost there. The Fanatic comes back out for his last stand. DPS him until the next wave of ads spawn on the right, proc Devour, and kill ads. Then DPS the boss until he tethers you. This is where it gets dangerous. All you gotta do is keep damaging him through his tethers and he's dead. But ads are gonna be spawning in, so you'll be vulnerable while you're in the air. So you gotta be quick and precise. Eat another grenade if you have to. And if your fight goes like mine, you'll get your Nova Bomb back towards the end and you can finish him with it.
Nope.
Congratulations! You've just soloed the Hollowed Lair Nightfall. May RNG smile upon you, but be aware that sometimes you won't get any legendary gear out of the chest. This can be deflating, but keep at it, and you too can be the proud new owner of a Mindbender's Ambition shotgun that will melt the face off any Guardian silly enough to push you in the Crucible. Thanks for stopping by, and remember to drop a like or subscribe if you found this video useful. Eyes up, Guardian.